So let's learn how to add background and update our sprite image code. But first let's learn about pointers. So we have variables that are used to store data that resides in memory locations. In C we have the ampersand operator that obtains the memory address. Pointers are also variables, but a special type of variables that are designed to store memory addresses. They are declared with the data type they point to, followed by an asterisk sign. So in this code, we have declared a main function, and inside the main function, we have declared and initialized an integer variable number. Then we have also declared a pointer to an integer named pointer. So we have a pointer variable. That pointer variable is pointing towards the memory address of the number, and we are getting the memory address using the ampersand operator. When we try to print the values, the first printf function will just print the value of number. The second printf function will display the memory address of a number, and the third printf function will display the value stored in the pointer variable, which is going to be same. So the value of number is 42, address of the number is, but this memory address can be vary, and the third one is the value of the pointer that is still pointing towards the address of the variable. The void is a generic pointer data type and is often used when the specific data type is not known. Let's just talk about functions. Functions is a block of code that performs a specific task, and we can call the function to do the specific task as much time as we want. It usually takes some input known as arguments or parameters, and based on the inputs does some computation or processing and often returns a result. So let's take the help of this example. So this is the main function, which is the entry point of the program. Above the main function, we have declared an add function that accepts two parameters or inputs. And inside the main function, we are calling the add function to perform the specific task for us. Then we will just store the value returned by the add function, and then we will print the value of the sum that is returned by the add function. Then return 0 means successful execution of the program. So we have implemented the add function after the declaration. So when the add function is called from the main function, the values of num1 and num2 are passed to integer a and integer b, which are the local variables for the add function. Then the add function will implement its code, that is, it just sum the variables a and b, then returns the sum. The returns value will be returned in the main function and stored in the sum variable, and then the value of the sum variable is printed using printf function. When we need to call the function, we uses this type of syntax: the name of the function, brackets, and then the arguments or parameters. And you can easily guess that printf is also a function, but printf is a built-in function that is available via standard input output library. Now let's explore the starter project to update the background image. But as a beginner, you may find it difficult to locate the code. So let's use search skills to find the code. First, let's move to CLang session1 folder. Again, cd, the tight sign, just write W and hit the tab. It will automatically complete the name for you, workspace. Then again C, hit the tab, CLang session1, hit enter. Now you are in C language session1 folder. We know the code is in the source folder. So let's again come to the source folder and just right click on the src or source folder. Click on find in folder, and we know that our sprite image or the game character file name is T-Rex and the image name is also T-Rex. So let's search for something related to T-Rex. So I'm going to search rex.png, and when I will search it, I will find the first scene.c file that we have to update. Just click on the file and the file will be opened in the file explorer. Let's just close the file again and let's just use some shell commands. For this, I am going to use the grep command. Just write grep grep, then hyphen rn. R is for recursively searching the subdirectories, and n is very important because it displays the line number along with the lines that contains the specified pattern. Now we have to specify the string pattern, and again I am going to search for rex.png. Now after that, just again give another space, and you have to specify to search for which folder, and we want to search in the src or source folder. Again just hit the button and see, you have successfully identified the file. Just click on open in editor and the file will be opened. Now we have this first scene init function. We just need to change some code here, but first we need to change static sprite background pointer and now set it to null because we already have the sprite variable set to null. Let's add another line for our background, static sprite background null. Then inside void first scene init, we already have the scene pointer line of code, so you just need to add the background that returns a pointer to the created sprite. You also need to change the URL of the image. Then just as we have added the sprite or the T-Rex image as a child, you just have to add the background as a child. Just make sure that you have added the background sprite first, then other sprites. Otherwise, the background image will cover all the other sprites that you have added. Now we need to change the name. Now just change the file name to the file that you have uploaded. Again come to the terminal, use Ctrl C to kill the process. Again move to clang session 1. Use make command to build the project and then use make run to run the project. Just close the simple browser and view it in a new tab, and we have successfully added the background image. Let's learn how to deploy your project and then submit the project. Now to deploy the project or host your project to the web URL, you just have to make sure that you are in clang session 1 folder, and then you have to use the command make and then deploy. Just hit enter and it will deploy the project for you. Then after that, to submit the project, you just have to use junior IT command. Just write junior IT and then submit. Hit enter. This command will automatically submit the project for you.